Bam, Miss Tam. Miss Tam, hi Tam. Miss Tam, how are you? Hi Life B, how are you? Hi Jody, welcome in. Thank you so much for speaking.
I nurture my body with wholesome nourishment. I nurture my body with wholesome nourishment. I nurture my body with wholesome nourishment.
I nurture my body with wholesome nourishment. Tamira Brown. Thank you so much for the likes, love. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I really need to. You know what? I'm at my office desk. I have readers.
I take charge of my choices. Food serves as my
Hi,
nourishment.
Lady Taz Devil. Lady Taz Devil.
I take charge of my choices.
Yes, it is on YouTube right now. We are listening to my YouTube channel at Coach Kenya Elliott Bree. Thank you so much for the gift and the likes. Hey, Allie. There's one that's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and they're all different binary beats for different ways to relax the body and stop the cravings.
Take a deep breath in.
Because we're doing it by the mindset.
Hold for 4, 1, 2.
How are you doing, sweetheart? I teach you a little bit about breathing techniques as well. When you feel yourself getting anxious, what typically happens is we grab food. So what the meditation teaches you to do is to actually calm yourself down first and then make a decision. Thank you, T. Diller. I appreciate you. Hey, Tanya. I'm on the road. I'm determined to get enough. It says I need 1,000 people in order to do a guest Zoom. Guest live. So hopefully we'll make it, because I used to let people come on my other page.
All your
Thank you. Thank you, Bree. Thank you. TR, welcome in the building. Thank you, Bree, so much. I'm so grateful. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. It's too loud. Okay, don't worry. I'll turn it down. Thank you for that. Oh, that one was actually a short meditation. It was at the end of it. I think it gets loud at the end. I apologize. It was about a little loud. I'll know that for tomorrow. Okay, I'll note that for tomorrow to watch the balance, the volume. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate it for letting me know. Hi, Warrior Princess. Okay, so what we do after we do the meditation, guys, now I'm going to give you some tips, a little bit of motivation focused predominantly around fear in weight loss and wellness and forgiveness. And then I'm going to open up and allow you to ask questions, and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability. That may be related to, oh, you're so welcome, beautiful, that may be related to where you are. So first we're going to address faith that can be blocking us from our faith and our weight loss and wellness journey. So we do 2 readings. I'm going to go grab the book. And at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, do you have any questions? And then that's when you can ask me things maybe relevant to your journey if you feel comfortable. If not, you can message me. Or you can even ask me what I do, how I do it, what I do. I don't mind. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I don't got no secret tricks. Well, people that work with me would tell you I have secret tricks. I think I'm just doing what everybody else is doing. But of course, everybody else isn't getting the results that my people are getting and keeping and maintaining, and how they're growing and changing and opening up businesses and getting out of bad marriages and, and getting into great marriages and finding new boyfriends and spouses. And, so because it's not just the weight, it's all those things in between. And so over here, I don't know what they're doing over there, but over here we don't leave any coin unturned, and we don't leave any stone untouched, which means we have no problem looking at the entire situation for what it really is, not for what we want to believe that it is, so that we can find our truth, face our fear, and get our freedom. Make sense? Find our truth, face our fear, get our freedom. Find our truth, then face the fear of that truth, and then get free. Does that sound good? Thank you so much for the follow, beautiful. I got you. Does that sound good? We on the same page? 9 and 11 equals 7. Okay, so let me go grab the book. It's just in my up in the back of the house, and the other one is on this phone. So what I'll do is, good evening, Cheryl. I will pull down my before and after photo, and I will put up the David Komalafi book passage for 228. So I mean 229, so that you're able to see the reading that I'm actually reading to you. And then the second book is going to be Melanie Beattie, Journey from the Heart, which is a daily devotional that addresses blessings to you, beautiful, that addresses codependency. And our focus here using this particular book is the codependency in the relationship with the thing called food, because food is a relationship too. And many of us have not come to this conclusion. So I will hold your hand on this next part. I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you that the you know what? I'm not even gonna open up with that. Because that's gonna mess up the question and answer session. Let me go get the book. Because every time I do that, and then no. Let me get the book in the charger. No, we are staying focused. I am in the sunlight of the spirit. I am staying focused. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I was about to do the part that's supposed to go at the end. So I need to go get a book in the charger. I'll be right back. Now, as much as I would like to brag to you all, okay, this is my results, by the way, if you're new here. As much as I would like to brag to you all about the brand new version of the book that I ordered and how crisp it is and how I'm excited about turning these pages and all of that, this morning I bumped my coffee cup and gave the book a bath. I ain't even had the book 2 weeks, y'all. Remember the other book looked like this? Remember? So, Melody, we have christened the book. It officially belongs in the Irish tribe. It is non-returnable. It is officially damaged. Okay, so let's get to our reading. So first, welcome in, Niche. Is it Nesh? Nesh, welcome in. All right, so first of all, you guys, let's get the daily reading up, because guess what? Don't y'all need to know what day we on? And listen, I gotta tell y'all that I was able to find. So if you are rocking with me and you're rocking with me for that detox tea, and you currently drink it, then you know what I'm about to say. How powerful what I'm about to say is. But I found the Von BT on Amazon instead of Costco. So if you are not local and you want the Von BT that I use in my detox tea, along with the Cleanse for Life and the Ionic Supreme, let me know. I got a link for you. Yes, I got a link for you. You can subscribe to it every 90 days and get it a little less. It's only $23, and it's a big old family size jar, and it will last you up to 2 months for your detox tea. You would take it, Kelly Elliott, welcome in. You would take, okay, you would take the detox, the Von BT, and put it in with your Cleanse for Life and 1 scoop of Ionics, okay? All right, and then you're going to drink it warm. Here is the trick. Hi, Joanne. Thank you so much. You're drinking this warm. Now, for all of you guys who love cold water, cold drinks, cold pop, cold soda, and you're addicted to carbonation and you're addicted to cold stuff during the day, you like the sensation. It makes you all happy inside. It cuts on your endorphins, makes your serotonin and epinephrine go crazy. I said epinephrine, endorphins. Go crazy. Baby. Baby books. Baby, you gotta get that today. You gotta get that together, because that's a thing. You need to drink certain things for effectiveness and for the purposes of absorption. A lot of things that we absorb needs to be warm. It's not wanted to be warm. It needs to be warm because of the process of digestion, metabolic activity, and rate of digestion. Okay, what I'm explaining is that when we tend to, you know what, that's not what we're doing. I keep losing sight. I don't want y'all to get bored and leave, so let me do what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, because baby, I was about to give y'all a whole science lesson about malabsorption and how to help it. and how to fix it. But that's clearly not this lab. This lab is for our daily reading and motivation. So I guess once I'm able to get the guest boxes, because it says I need 1,000 people, then I can go into more of these real in-depth kind of teaching, giving you examples of how to recorrect, refeed the body, and kind of fix that damaged tissue that you can sometimes can have inside the body, preventing the body from doing well. As well as a lot of other factors are going into play. I had the funniest situation happen. I can't remember where I was, but my girlfriend was chatting and talking, and I was listening to her talking. It was like she was digging every skeleton of pain out of the grave to talk about it. Like she was going through it all right, but she was literally making a choice to talk about all the things that were more depressing. Hi, Miss Boss. Hi, Denise Trucker. Hey, Jay Randall. Hey, Tan Tan. She literally was actively choosing to like make herself sadder. So what I tried to do was explain to her. She didn't know she was doing it because she was in the middle. When you're in the middle of it, you don't know you're doing that. And so what I did, I said, "Do you mind if I share?" Thank you so much, Cheryl. And she said, "Yes, share." I said, "Because you just had knee surgery and you're in pain and you're not mobile and you can't take care of yourself and you require other people to take care of you, there is a different type of emotion happening right now inside of you as it comes to what's going on. So the reason why the only examples that you're pulling up and giving us right now are all bad things that happened to you in the past or didn't go well, because right now you're only identifying with pain. And so what happened is, in order for you to stay in the sadness, you have to keep living painful memories in order to keep the pain present." Okay. And so I went on to explain to her. She said, "I don't understand what you're saying." I said, "You see how when we were just talking, we were talking about something that you're going to do next week, and you remember you start talking about something that happened 25 years ago because it was a painful memory. So you could have picked 100,000 different memories, but you choose that one." I'm new here, and I apologize if you said what page it is. Oh, no worries. It's David Kovalok. David. Ah, let me get a little drink. Hold. Please hold. Operator music. Do, 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 do. Yes, ma'am. No worries. I got you, beautiful. We are on page 229. David Komalafi is the name of the author, and the book is 365 Days, Fear Not, by Pastor David Komalafi. The second book is Journey to the Heart by Melanie Beattie, Daily Devotionals. Okay? All right, are we outside in the streets? Okay, so what I was about to do was talk to you about malabsorption and how you can naturally try to figure out if you have it, and then what you got to start doing to fix it. But it kind of takes a little bit of time because I got to walk you through the biliary tract processes. Now, no, I'm not a doctor. I know a lot of stuff because of my previous career experience, and no, I'm not a therapist anymore. But I am a retired behaviorist and therapist who spent a little bit of time actually working my way into PA school. So I have a little bit of knowledge. I also spent 5 straight years in and out of the hospital every single day. So I also get to draw on my own experiences where I've been used as scientific studies to study nutrition and its processes. I've not only done my own story, but I've also had the privilege, the honor, and the blessing of working with over 14,000 different people's different stories, different places, with different things going on to give them the tools that I discovered on my own journey. And they are now achieving, succeeding, and maintaining their results as well. People typically see results with me in 5 weeks. It's not because I have some magical meal planner because they're starving to death. It's because we start dealing with the way they think about food, the way they feel about life, and the way they move on a daily basis. Daily reading, day 229. Now, I want to do something. I rarely do this, but today's topic for day 229, it did have an insert that I wrote an insert for it, and I wanted to share that insert with you all. Let me see if I can pull the insert up real quick. Let's see. Let's see. And the only reason why I'm saying let's see. Hi, Lisa, because I really would love to for you guys to see to hear today's the what I wrote. Hold on. All right, wrong video. I want to read the excerpt I wrote today, but I have to get to it, so I don't have it open. My laptop is. It doesn't matter. I'm getting to it right now. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm on it right now. All right. So let's get to where I can do what I'm attempting to do. So earnestly, I'm wanting to read the the little section that is at the video, and I got it. Okay. Freedom is up. Wrong day. Oh my gosh, it has the wrong day up there. Okay. So I just noticed that the wrong day is on our live. We are actually on. Is that me? That's me. Oh, it must didn't update. So somehow when my computer it didn't update. So the reading I'm looking for, I can't see it, and I apologize. I let me try to find it. Now I feel like someone might need to hear it because I was adamant on sharing it today for our discussion after our reading, and now I feel like you know what, I need to sit here and do this. So please be patient with me while I get us together because I feel like I need to read this for somebody. I don't know why, but let's go. Let's go with my instincts. You let me just read it. Let me just get us together. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Give me a second. I'm working on it. Okay. Hold on. I gotta put the book down. Jeez. It must really be. Well, I know what I wrote, but I can't remember it word for word. And for some reason, I just feel like I should share it. Hi, Southern Mom. Hi, Yannick. How are you? So, here we are. The laptop I'm on is the old one. We have a new one, and I'm completely logged out of this one. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Tiffany. So, I apologize that it's actually making me do all the things. So, that's why I said this must really be like, this is really going to be powerful because I'm doing all the things to get to this today's write up. When I wrote it earlier, I was like, oh, this is deep. Um, all right, here we go. Made it. Got it. All right. So it says, first of all, the day is wrong. We're actually on day 229. So if you're on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, I'll try to go back and edit those and correct it if it will let me. But if it shall not, just know I apologize, and I'll put in the comments that it's day 229. I'll drop the corrected day in the comments since the video will already be posted. Since today is Motivational Monday, and it reads, welcome in Clark High user. It reads the following. When they counted me out, God counted me in. So if you're new here and you don't know my story, I started on my deathbed weighing 592 pounds. I was in hospice and actually given 30 days to live. So I would love to tell you how I was somewhere and I had an epiphany and I wanted to get my life back and I was going to do all these things and I was going to be all these things and do all these things. And that wasn't my story. Not only was I praying to die, but I wanted to die because I had gotten so big that I just could not live in the state I was in. I weighed 592 pounds. I had a catheter, a poop bag. I literally was full of tubes, and that was my existence off and on for 4 years. 4 years. And what the worst part is, it never stopped me from obsessively, compulsively overeating. It never stopped me. It never stopped me. It never stopped me from picking up the potato chip. It never stopped me from picking up the cupcake. It never stopped me. I still was beastly about it. As the more the depression came, the more I ate. The sadder I became, the more I ate. The happier I became, the more I ate. The bigger I became, the more I ate. The solution to everything was eat, eat, eat. That was my solution. And I clearly none of y'all in this live can relate to that because no one's tapping the like button. But I'm just telling you my story and where I'm been, because people always saying, can you do a story time? Well, here we go. Baby, I came from the pits of food addiction where I was ready to eat myself out of here. Do you understand me? I was ready to eat to die. Was not eating to live. It is a new concept in my mind for me to eat to live. Do you understand me? But it is also a new concept for me to realize that I'm completely powerless. Thank you, Jay Boogie. Over the grace of I'm powerless over food addiction. I'm powerless over food. I am powerless over food. There is no amount of calorie counting, gym going, injection taking, surgery getting that I'm ever going to do that's going to fix the fact that in my brain, when I am sad, it wants to chew food. Those things aren't going to fix that. But what will fix that is if I work on the way I think about food, the way I think about the way I feel, and then I get some emotional maturity and sobriety. Many of us are living at the age in which we were first traumatized. So if you were traumatized at 6, some of y'all walking around here 6 years old, at 50 and 60 years old, 70 and 80 years old, having full temper tantrums like you 5 because you suck at the 5-year-old trauma that you experienced because you ain't never fully got healed. It says, when they counted me out, God counted me in. They gave up on me, but I fought back. There will be seasons when people walk away, when they stop believing in you, when they treat your fight like it's already lost. But hear me, you're not finished. You rise anyway. You fight anyway. You come back stronger, not for them, but for you. Fear says stay down. Faith says get up again. And every time you get back up, you build the muscle that makes miracles possible. Every time you get back up, you build the muscle that makes the miracles possible. Today's motivation: I will not let fear be the reason I stop. I am stronger than the ones who walked away. I keep fighting because my comeback is proof of my calling. I will not let fear be the reason I stop. I am stronger than the ones who walked away. I forgot the charger. All I can do is stay calm because the phone died. So there's no point in me like getting worked up or flipping out. So I'm just getting the charger, doing what I need to do because it ain't gonna make it happen no faster. I'm a little frustrated because I knew that I needed the charger, and I actually said, "Let me go get the charger," and I didn't get the charger. So I guess tonight is one of those quirky nights we're having. We're having a quirky night tonight. So it's okay. Now my chair is not. Are you serious? Okay. You guys, when I tell y'all I'm going through it, okay. Hold on. We gon' work it out. We gon' work it out. We gon' work it out. I'm plugging up everything, okay? I'm so sorry for any inconvenience. I'm getting there. I'm sorry if you are watching this madness, okay? This is raw and uncut with Coach Kenya. I always say sometimes when I'm doing the video, not always, but I usually always make a disclaimer like this is raw and uncut. I'm not going back and editing nothing. This is what you get. So that you'll know this is how I am, so you won't be shocked, okay? So now Let's figure out if TikTok will let us back in before we get trend alert. Okay, baby, I was live. I'm busy. I don't need nobody. Resume. Oh, perfect. I'm so sorry, you guys. We got tapped out. We is back in, baby. We is back in, baby. They had put us out the building. We back in. They had put us out the building. Okay. My phone died. I am back. Thank you guys so much for staying. I appreciate you. Let's get right into it. So the rest of that reading said the following. Sis, your rise is not about revenge, it's about resilience. When people give up on you, let it be your fuel to your fire, because overcoming fear isn't just about survival, it's about stepping boldly into the life you were meant to have and that was created for you. The digital healing house is your reminder. Even if you don't believe in you, you've got everything you need to believe in yourself. So no matter where you are or where you're going, just know that if you stay focused and avoid fear, you'll get there eventually. And then today's reading says, if it is possible, as much as depends on you, if it is possible, as much as depends on you, live peacefully with all men, Romans 12:18. Living in peace with myself and others dispels my fear. Principle. Prayer. My Lord Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace, reigns in my life in Jesus' name. I receive grace to live peacefully with myself and everyone in Jesus' name. Now, one of the things also too that there's sometimes it's a theme is sometimes like there'll be a wave of enrollments, and one of the themes will be this sense of unrest, uneasiness, this sense of anxiousness. They don't feel at peace. They don't feel serenity. They don't feel a sense of calmness, and it doesn't feel good to them. You know, it doesn't feel well. They don't like it. And so as a result, you really end up never having a space where you don't feel like somebody's sucking the life out of you. You always feel drained and tired. And it's predominantly because emotionally your body is on this heightened level of like disparity when it comes to your emotions. And so it's difficult when you process information, and it makes it easier when things are harder, when we can't deal with it to chew. Do you understand what I'm saying? It makes it easier for us to chew because it's something that you can do. You don't have to leave the house. It doesn't disrupt anything. And so what happens over time is you begin to get used to snacking to feel better. You don't know that you're doing that. So you look up, and 10 years after snacking to feel better, you've gained 300 pounds. It's not when you first start snacking to feel better that there's a problem with your weight. It's years and years and years, or months and months and months of aggressively acting in this manner that it shows up in your weight. And then it keeps you, again, from that grace, from that peaceful life, from that, because you're not happy. You have no solitude. You understand what I'm saying? On the inside, you have that sense of dis-ease, as they like to say, dis-ease. You have that sense of dis-ease, meaning it's uneasy for you. You don't have a sense of peace. You don't feel comfortable. You don't feel like yourself. And so if I don't feel like myself, how can I show up and be 100% of anything? So ultimately I end up giving everybody only a little bit of what I have to give until I have nothing to give. And then what typically happens is we burn down, we burn out. And when we need to be saved, rescued, or someone to serve us, there's nobody lining up to serve us. There's nobody lining up or kicking down the door to care for us. There's no one running to ensure that we have what we need. But when it's other people, those things are doubled down on. And that's one of the things that we notice consistently is codependency is real. And many of us have maintained an obese body because of our codependent behaviors with family members, children, spouses, and etc. We have found ourselves doing things. The enemy don't want some. Yep, to get their message. Yep, their free message with me tonight. You right. Yep, to get free. Yep, the enemy's really trying, but we only share. We gonna go on and go in. So when we don't live in peace, what tends to happen is to get some sense of like that altruism is we'll begin to help other people. So, hey Taylor, how are you, beautiful? Taylor May, welcome in. So, example, say I'm good, but my friend is in crisis. I may put all my energy into helping my friend, but I might have the same crisis at home and I'm putting no energy into mine. Did you hear me? Like some of our marriages are a mess, but we'll be there giving therapy to somebody else's marriage when we need to be at home with our spouse instead of kicking it with our friend, giving her therapy. But because there's an altruistic thing that happens when we feel like we're fixing, serving, giving people sound advice that happens with our neurons and our serotonin and endorphins, and we get excited and we feel like we've saved them, we've given them the answer, and that kind of becomes our state. So not only do people seek us out to give them information, answers, and solutions, but we seek them out to give them our ideas and what we think they should do. And so you have, like, say, the matriarch of the family is in everybody else's business, but the matriarch might be struggling with obesity, heart problems, diabetes, can't drive, all of that. But she's still making sure everybody else has everything else, and nobody stopped to see if she good. All right, second book. Melanie Beatty says, 818. Throw away old messages. Who told you you were bad and wrong? Are you still letting others tell you that? After all these years, listen quietly. Whose voice do you hear telling you that? Is it someone still putting you down, sabotaging your happiness, preventing you from living and moving in self acceptance, joy, and love? Inhale and breathe in love, peace, and joy. Exhale and breathe out negative energy and negative messages. Feel them loosen. Blah, blah, blah. Disintegrate, release. Feel your soul, mind, and heart become clear. You don't have to let others take your power, rob your joy. Don't become so accustomed to living with the pain of old, negative messages that you don't notice how much they hurt. Get rid of these old messages. Pull them out of your soul just as you would pull out barbs or knives. Pull them out one by one. Then toss them away. You don't have to work around the pain from these messages anymore. You don't have to figure out how to incorporate the pain into your life. I was just talking about that. Allow yourself to heal. Find new messages that empower you with love, messages that set you free. Throw away old messages. Thank you so much, Nisi. What book am I reading from now, beautiful? Nisi, now I'm reading from Melanie Beatty, Journey from the Heart. And the other one is David Komalafi. And the meditation playing in the background is going to be on my YouTube channel, and it's called Weight Loss Meditation. If you just go to that playlist, it'll play all 7 of them. I do have a bunch of other videos that are a little more clear and a little more professionally made, and we're working on getting those uploaded as well. So look forward to just more amazing opportunities for you to be on your health and wellness journey. Here, my name is Coach Kenya. Here's my number one rule. I don't care if you choose to stick it, cut it, slick it, or lick it. But if you're on a wellness journey and you need support with your mindset, food noise, behavior modification, food addiction, eating disorders, healing traumas that may be connected to food, you can be here. You're safe here. I'm not going to degrade you, tell you how big you are, how you need to stop eating. I'm not going to call you names, degrade you, disintegrate you because of where you come from, or talk about how much you eat and how horrible a person you are and how dumb and stupid you are. I'm not going to do that. I don't think that helps anybody. I'm going to hold your hand and gently love you along the pathway so that you find the thing that works for you. My famous line is take what you like and leave the rest. So some of you have to learn to take portions of programs, put them together, and become your own. It's take what you like and leave the rest. Never let anyone discourage you from doing better for you. Never let anyone tell you that showing up for you is useless. Never let anyone offend you by what they want to say about your body, like they know your body better than you know your body. There is no one that can ever speak over your body about your size or the way you look worse or better than you can. So you never have to give power to anyone ever again about saying something about the size of your body. Because one thing for certain and two things for sure, one, they cannot relate because it's you, not them. So you talking to some, you wasting your time on an idiot out the gate for them to speak on something they have no reference to speak on. Tell them to go get a degree in something else because you're not accepting applications for admissions. Apply elsewhere. Do it elsewhere. Your opinion is unneeded. When someone says, "Can I tell you something?" Guess what? I say, "No, thank you." And they'll say, "What? Really?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I'm serious. No, I don't need it. Thank you." They'll say, "Can I pray for you?" "No, thank you." I don't know what you're praying to. I don't. You've never talked to me about religion before. No, no, thank you.
Not my comfort.
No, thank you. Why? Because I understand my mindset. I understand that I don't have to give any more extra so that I don't become entangled in the craziness, right? If I don't put out expectations that can never be filled, because if the person doesn't know I have an expectation, how can they follow it? How can they follow it if I have expectations of you, if I want you to hit the like button and I never ask you to hit the like button, but I expect you to hit it, how you gonna know to hit it? So I can't have hidden expectations and be upset when you don't meet them, when I never told you that they existed. So today's message is throw out old messages, people, places, and things and expectations that have landed you where you are. They don't define you, nor do they equate you. They don't make you any better or worse of a person. One thing I do know about life is the minute that you have an opportunity to make it on the list of opening your eyes again, you've been forgiven. So whatever happened yesterday, you have actually been forgiven. And as crazy as that sound, and some of the most horrible things that happen in this world, forgiveness is given to all, including you and me. Hello, hi, Miss Robinson. How are you?
I honor
Any questions? Any questions about anything I've shared tonight? You're doing good. I'm doing wonderful as well. So glad to see you. So glad to see you. Where you been at? I go live every day. Where you been? I got you, Miss Nisi. Where you been at? Where'd you been at? Uh, God got me. Girl, yeah, amen for your name, baby. I love your handle. God got me. God got me. Hallelujah. God got me. Amen. God got me. God got me. God got me, my friend. That's right, baby. I love your. You been in the hospital? Oh, my love. Are you okay? Now listen, baby. Hi, Carol. How are you? Oh, mamas, I didn't know you was sick like that. And because, okay, so let me tell y'all really quick. Here's a nugget. Since there's no questions, and I'm gonna hop off and let you guys go. Here's a quick nugget about hospitalizations. And a lot of times they don't tell you this. I'm doing wonderful today, beautiful. For every 1 day that you're in the hospital, it's gonna take 3 to 5 days for the body to recover. So if you're in the hospital for 3 days, it's going to take you 15 to 20 days to start feeling better. That's why when you've been out of the hospital for 2 weeks, you still feel like crap. That's why when you've been out of the hospital for 3 weeks, you still feel like crap, because the body has to kind of be reset on a new cycle. It's the best way to explain it. From the stagnation from you laying. Okay, so for every 3 days that we lay around and don't move the body and don't do something with it, you were in the hospital 20 days, so you already know what I was going to say. So if you're noticing that it's taking you a little longer to get back to normal, don't beat yourself up. Don't pressure yourself. Go with the ebbs and flows of God's grace, and allow yourself to simply heal. And I say that because sometimes when our bodies aren't, especially if we're active and busy, sometimes if our bodies aren't returning back to where they came from, we become frustrated and anxious, and we start getting ourselves into doing things we shouldn't be doing, and then we have a setback. But when we have the knowledge and know, we can have grace. So now we know that if I've been in the hospital for 5 or 6 days, that means in 5 months, I might still feel crappy. I might still get tired soon. I might still be building my strength back in my legs and arms. That's not a bad thing. That just means I have to focus on strength. Okay? Okay? Are we on the same page? I went to the SB, you guys. She was the only thing that was right there. And I didn't want to go, so I drove. Have you ever done that? You didn't want to go somewhere, so you end up driving around and then end up right back at the same place you said you didn't want to go. So I didn't want to go get. The last time I went to SB, my coffee was bad, and so I haven't really patronized them consistently since. Every blue moon I'll go, but recently they gave me some bad coffee again, so I was like, mm. Well, today I was out and about. I was having morning meetings. I was popping in and out of meetings with people, but I was on the go, so I was meeting people at Barnes and Nobles, etc., things like that. So I needed my little burst of boom boom. Hi Cece, how is Cece? How are you? And so I got my just a regular coffee. I did not get the $25 cup of Starbucks, you guys. This was $5.31, which tells you it's my old school coffee I used to buy back in the day. It does not contain 16 shots, you guys. It does not. We did not do all of that. We went in there and we got a black coffee, like like the old woman we are, the old distinguished woman we are. And right now we are at our 40-minute mark. May God bless you all. I am so excited that I was able to get on and that I stayed really calm and chill through all the problems. Because look, this is what happened. First, I came home and my laptop, my new one, is taking longer to update, so it's not ready. So I'm on the old one. Then my phone needed to charge, so I meant to go get the charger. I didn't, so the phone died in the middle of the reading. Then I didn't have the book, so I had to get up and go get the book. So all of those things happened today during this 42 minutes. So there's someone in the building that just stumbled along this live, or you've been in this live watching from the FYP page all this time, and I've said a couple things that have touched your heart, that have made your toes twinkle in your heart, Twitter, then that means it was for you. If it's got your brain churning and your mind thinking, then it means today was for you. That means the delays, the situations and circumstances were orchestrated so that you can get what you needed today to be guided to where you've asked God to guide you to. So may God bless you and keep you. And may whatever you are seeking and the answers you are searching for on your weight loss and wellness journey, are just in life in general. May not only shall God hear you, but he shall answer them expeditiously, so that you shall not have to wait. This is not a waiting list. Tell Jesus, I'm not on a waiting list. I'm asking for it to receive it now. Anything else? Hi, Georgia Peaches. Natasha, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, with that being said, I'm your girl, Coach Kenya, and I'm going to head on out the door. May God bless you and keep you all. May you have a beautiful Monday night, and I'll see you guys.